worm aneurysm, equine worm aneurysm, the ground central is right there. So what happens is, for whatever reason is the biggest key, but large stronghold larvae migrate up the arteries and they lodge right here basically where the whole blood supply of the colon is, left, right, okay? And then they irritate that and to call it an aneurysm is premature at this point. But they are inflaming this artery. When you inflame that artery, you inflame, in the osteopathic rule of the artery thing, you inflame huge structures. So what do you inflame? Here's the kidney right in here. That will in turn mess with the ureter. It'll mess with the psoas muscle, which is that, weaken there. It will mess with that artery there. It will mess with the diaphragm, which comes up this way because it's there.
So is it fixable?
Yeah. Yeah, see 3 or 4 a week. So here's a diaphragm check. This is the crura of the diaphragm, the tail. So I press here, I don't get much. When I press here, look at that. So that's where I'm...
Does that just mean he's sore there? Is he
inflamed, weak, neurologically inhibited, hypertonic muscles. It causes a mess. In a mare, that ovary will be out. The ileocecal valve will cause all kinds of weight issues, which is good. This is good news for you. All kinds of weight issues for the ileocecal valve. And then usually because the juncture of the diaphragm is irritated, it will hold on to the liver. And that's your liver problem. You don't have flexion there. If I go to the liver on this side, I don't have so much. This side I do. So this is actually good news because I think this is a big issue all the way through. So what do you do with it? I'm open to whatever works. If it's homeopathic, it's oils, whatever. What works consistently is open this up with the things I do and then panic your pack. Are you familiar with that? Panic your pack. Panic your pack is the standard treatment for this. It's a wormer. It's a fenbendazole wormer. Panicure is just a brand name. And it's used at a double dose quantity for a 5-day period. It's fairly innocuous. There's some things to do that make sure you don't have any problems, but other wormers you wouldn't want to do this. But so it's a somewhat aggressive chemical strategy, but it's very cost effective and you usually don't have any problem. I'll try to use 4 to 6 ounces of aloe vera juice in pellets or grain with it. It softens the heck out of the lining. But this is totally clearable, absolutely. But it really causes problems, and primarily right side. I'm convinced that if the plumbing was such that the artery to the colon came this way, it would all be left brain. And it goes this way and then around. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unwind this whole pattern and the organs and everything. So it's a pretty good reset anyway. But for instance, just for a baseline, if you look at liver, kidney, I should be able to go like this and do all that, and he just goes so. And not just light stuff, heavy. One of the most underdiagnosed things in veterinary medicine. Absolutely.